One of the biggest complaints people make when they meditate is that it is a boring activity. The question is meditation supposed to be a fun activity? The obvious answer is no, it's not supposed to be fun, but is it supposed to be boring? To understand the boredom that occurs during meditation, you must understand boredom as a phenomenon that occurs in any activities that we perform in our lives. For example, you sit down to study for the upcoming exam. Aren't you bored? Well, some people are motivated and they are able to overcome this feeling of boredom. Then there are other people who are not motivated and they succumb to the feeling of boredom and they get distracted towards activities that are more fun and less boring, like using the mobile phone and swiping left and right, up and down through the various reels, feeds, etc. There are other distractions like people will go and talk to other people because it's more fun, especially gossip. Some people will go out and have a stroll, look at new places. Some people will eat for fun, but definitely studying is not fun. On top of that, what you have to understand is studies versus meditation is an amazing comparison in terms of sensual engagement. For somebody who finds studies boring, you have to understand that in studies, the various senses like the visual sense, even the touch sense, because you have to still hold the books, and the touch, the sense of smell, sound as you turn the pages are all involved. But still, people feel boring. The reason people feel bored despite all the sensory engagement is because they are not able to process the information that they are getting through the eyes or the ears or the sense of touch as they are studying, because they are not able to figure out the patterns, the position, the objectives, and the unknown elements of what they study. They feel bored. Now let me take this comparison back to the earlier studies versus meditation analogy. In meditation, there is no sensory input at all. You have to close your eyes, and as a result, visual stimulation is absent. Usually, in meditation, you will sit in a closed room and there will be quietness around you. Consequently, there will be no audio stimulation. The sense of touch, except if you are using some mantra meditation and using beads to help the process, will be practically absent. Given the total lack of external sensual engagement, boredom is inevitable. In studies, there were all those sensual engagement and still you were bored because either you are not very motivated to study or you are not able to process the information that you are receiving. In meditation, that is equally true. Most people have no clue of what they are doing in a meditation and what are the objectives of meditation. And as a result, the boredom that they feel is exasperated. So, in summary, the reason we get bored during meditation is categorized in three broad causes. The first one is the lack of or the absence of sensual engagement. The second one is a lack of motivation or the correct motivation for meditation. Third one, like in studies, which is very subtle and a mystery to most people is the lack of knowledge of how to process the information that we get when all those five senses are closed, that come in our minds, in our feelings, in our soul. I might have lost you right here, but this is why you are reading this book. In this book, I will teach you how to sense the world inside, how to understand the language that is expressed when all the other senses are closed. I will teach you how to process that information and produce stuff in the inner worlds. Once you know all those skills and you are able to master them over time, the boredom will not exist any longer. All of us carry various kinds of impulses within us. Without our knowing or wanting or even simply ever having thought about it, we are attracted towards various aspects of life, various activities, various people, various places. We don't have an explanation why this attraction has arisen. Similarly, we are also repulsed by those various things. I do not want to go into depth about this attraction and repulsion towards various aspects of life at this point of this book, but I just want to make you realize that such a thing as unsought calls from within to do certain things or to engage in certain things and to move away or to drop certain things are a reality of our human existence. Among such inner impulses, attractions, and calls, meditation is one of them. What is the rank of meditation in comparison to other inner calls like the quest for money, love, sex, food, going abroad, studying certain subjects is highly debatable. But based on my general conversation with many people, I think that meditation is something that many people are attracted to. I would rank it into the top 10 inner calls that people experience throughout their lifetimes. Before I answer the question why such a call comes, let me describe to you the nature of this call. It doesn't come with the phone ring or a notification. This inner call for meditation is a feeling, a strong feeling that you get when you see somebody meditating while you walk in the park, or you see a statue of a meditating deity, monk, or yogi. It is a feeling that you get when you watch a movie where there are yogis, people who are meditating. This strong feeling that you too want something similar to them, to those people who are meditating, is what I'm talking about. Unconsciously, we seem as a human race to know that there is something in meditation, that is, there is something that occurs when you are able to sit down and close our eyes. What it is that occurs, we are not sure, but it has to do something with high level of inner peace, serenity, harmony, omniscience. We just feel that we need to have that thing, and subconsciously we know that it's possible only through meditation. That's why when we see somebody meditating, we just can't help ourselves turning our heads and staring at that person for few more seconds than we would stare at a stranger. In some people, this call from within to meditate is so strong that they just got to drop everything, sit down, and close their eyes and meditate. Of course, they might not know what actually they are going to do after they close their eyes, as I discussed earlier, but they just close their eyes and something happens, and voila, they feel something. The first thing that they feel is relief and relaxation. And after that, a lot of things occur up to the feeling of transcendence and feeling of being powerful, super powerful. In some people, this feeling, this impulse, this urge to meditate is so strong that they will drop whatever jobs they are doing, careers, families, and then they will just go on a journey for meditation. And then they will get stuck in their meditation because they don't know what to do after they close their eyes. So they will seek various gurus in the hope to understand what happens inside and what to do next. These are the strongest calls from within. In extreme cases, this call for meditation is so strong that this person will just sit down in meditation and will lose consciousness for hours. Once they regain consciousness, they don't know what happened, but something in them changed. But they don't know what it is and they can't repeat it. In this way, I've described to you the various manifestation of this inner call for meditation, from the simplest to the most complex and intense. As I just promised you earlier, let me try to answer you why this call comes. To answer this question, let me pose another question for you. I know it's not fair, but I think that it will be easier for me to explain once I put this question forward. Why are we attracted to the opposite gender? Well, evolutionary biology says that it is to ensure that our species keep reproducing. It makes total sense. I'll not go further into that. I will now use this analogy as a springboard to answer why meditation is and impulse in many people. My theory is that we are not just coming from monkeys, but we have a soul, and meditation is the call from that soul to get back to our original roots of being a soul or a special entity that is full of bliss and knowledge and that is eternal. While on the physical plane, Mother Nature wants us to reproduce. On a spiritual plane, Mother Nature wants us to be liberated and enlightened and find our real existence, our soul, the God within us. So if you call the desire, the need for reproduction as a topic in evolutionary biology, then what can we call the urge to meditate? I think it's a topic in spiritual evolution. Will spiritual evolution be ever a subject that are taught in university or schools like evolutionary biology? It is highly doubtful. But as a concept and as an argument for me to explain to you why we are attracted, pulled towards meditation, I think it has served its purpose. So finally, in this question, I just want to tell you that do not ignore that call from within to meditate. Do not make it a missed call, and certainly do not block that number. Try to find what it is all about. Pick up the call to meditate, and my book will help you navigate the mystery of meditation. So read on.